Hello everyone, welcome back. I've been hard at work on the Feed the Beast server. Just give you a progress update on what I've done. Right, well, as you can see, the hole's been dug and there's now quite a lot of stuff in it. So let's give you a bit of a tour. So the storage system that I'm going with is based on barrels. I'll probably need to have some chests for the stuff that I don't have in much bulk, but all the basic raw materials are going to be stored in barrels. Um, and what I'm going to do is use something called the router. So that's this purple block here, and any machines that is directly connected to, it can fill up. So basically I've got all these barrels. You see most of them have just got one of these crystals in. These crystals, in my opinion, are the most useless item in the game. Absolutely useless, very annoying. I actually lost an iridium ore, which is the rarest ore in the game, because it fell on one of these stupid crystals. But I found a use for them. Barrels that I don't know what to put in, I can just put one of these crystals in, and then it can't get filled up. So this barrel here is purely to connect this row of barrels with this row of barrels. And then you can see I've got a row of barrels going over the top here to connect this side with this side. I'm not sure that I'm going to do it this way. It does look a bit goofy, so I'll probably have a row of barrels underneath the floor here. But yeah, that's I'm going to have two more sets of barrels over here probably. But I still need to figure out what I want in barrels and what I want in chests. This section here is going to be the industrial craft section. So far I have a macerator, a furnace, an extractor and compressor, that's it. And then a crafting table for all the basic stuff filled up here. A chest for just various bits and pieces to do with industrial craft. I thought I'd lost that. I put it in the wrong chest. Oh well. And then here we have an industrial grinder, which cost an awful lot of resources to make. And this is an industrial centrifuge. I haven't decided what's going in here yet, but you may have noticed that there's a retriever down there, a chest there, and a pressure plate here. So I'll show you that in just a minute. It's very interesting. So yeah, I need to decide what's going to go there. And then here we're going to have an electrolyzer, a chemical reactor, and this thing, this block here, this marble, that's going to be where the blast furnace, the industrial blast furnace, is going to be. So I've figured out where all the power is going to go for those, but I still need to build the blast furnace. I need to gather. I've been gathering a few more resources. So yeah, let me show you what this is all about. If you watch my Tech It video, you saw that I had project tables which were automatically restocked. I used retrievulators for that. Now, doing it a slightly different way. I'm using these interactive sorters. They're quite expensive, 4 diamonds each, but I don't really care too much about that. The biggest problem with them is there's a really bad bug. If basically you put something from the sorter into an inventory directly, i.e. not via a tube or a pipe, it overwrites. So let's say you have a stack of iron, you put 3 iron into the chest, it will actually leave you with just 3 iron. The stack will just disappear and you'll lose it. So this is a bit of a problem, but I've managed to get it so I can actually, it holds this basically holds what it should keep stocked in here, and then it uses the retriever to go and get them, and it's all controlled by a computer under here. And the reason it's got a pressure plate on is when I'm stood on the pressure plate, it basically disables it, because I don't want it trying to restock a whole stack of something just because I happen to be using it at the time. Let me just switch off the chat. There we go. That's a bit quieter. Right. Yeah, so I'll probably show exactly how this works in a future video. I'm still ironing out the bugs in the program. But yeah, that's my industrial craft part. Behind here, this is great, this thing. It's an aqueous accumulator. I was trying to figure out how to get water into my my grinder, and yeah, I suddenly realised that this can just do it. You put it next to two water source blocks, and that's it. It's weird how sometimes these pipes don't render correctly, but it's still working. And this is also great. This is an igneous extruder, so just supply it with lava and water, and it makes smooth stone. Well, it should be. Why has it switched itself off? It's not getting any water, is it? There we go. And basically this fills this box with this chest with smooth stone, which is absolutely great. It means just saves so much time. I mean, smooth stone doesn't cost much. You just have to, just have to smelt it. But it's just the whole pain of doing it. So that's a great little automated thing. Now you may have noticed this big tank over here. Yeah, this is my lava tank. This is what I use to power everything. So it's got like 2,000 buckets in, which is a lot. So at the moment for the EUs, I've just got these three thermal generators. I'll probably add more later, but at the moment I just don't have that much power requirement. So it splits off. One way comes over here, goes into I think 3 different back boxes and 3 different MFEs to supply all the industrial craft machines, the manual ones. And it also goes off this way. This is my automatic processing system. I kind of should have made a video with the prototype so you could see the difference, but this is so neat compared to what I had in the first place. It does exactly the same thing, but it's so much neater now. So I've got basically here's a pulverizer and a powered furnace, so that uses Buildcraft energy, which comes down these conduits. The reason I do that is because for certain ores at the pulverizer you can get this extra thing 10% of the time, so I do some ores that way. And then I've got a macerator and a furnace combo. They're the automatic versions, so it's just less gubbins around them. Then I've got a macerator on its own and a furnace on its own, and also an extractor for rubber. And then here's the sorting machine. So you've got rubber and ores. And I need to add to this. These things, I got this pickaxe of the core, and it gets these things, which is actually quite annoying. I wouldn't mind if it was extra, so you got the ore as well, but it's not, and they smelt down into a different type of copper, which ends up in a different barrel, which is a bit annoying. So yeah, everything comes out of here, either it's been processed or just directly ends up in this chest, and then I pull it out with a filter and pop it into the router, and that'll put it in a barrel if there is a barrel for that item. If there isn't, then this retriever has just got nothing in it, and it just pulls things out of there. So I've got this I can't remember what it's called, like a scheduler or something. So it pings that, and then a few seconds later it pings that, and if it's still there because the router can't find a spot for it, it'll just get pulled out. At the moment I've just got things going into this chest. So you can see here's the copper that gets created from those like nugget things. But this will actually go off to another sorter, probably over here somewhere, and I'll then sort things into chests. There's some stuff that's just not worth having in a barrel, and you kind of want it all in a chest. So before we go and look at that, let's have a look at this. I'm really, really, really happy with this. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So this generates my Buildcraft power, my MJs. So the center of it is a redstone energy cell, and then we have 4 magmatic engines fed by these liquid ducts, which are really nice. And when power's drawn out of here, there's a gate underneath that detects that it's not at full power and will enable the magmatic engines. And then it's just supplied everywhere needed using these conduits. You can see the red power wire there as well, which is getting ready for the retrievers. So as I was saying, this is the build, craft and forestry section. So we have an assembly table, a couple of lasers, and then we have an induction smelter, which I think I'm going to move over here. I was considering having a pulverizer and a powered furnace here, but we've already got a macerator and a furnace over there. I don't think I'll ever use them. So yeah, I'll probably move that up here. I might actually pair it with a pulverizer, because there's a few things you want to pulverize rather than macerate, and also the pulverizer could be used to feed this either obsidian dust directly or sand directly. So yeah, I think actually that's what I'm going to do. And then here we've got a magma crucible for melting like redstone and stuff, and then a liquid transposer to put it into like their redstone conduits and what have you. Then over here, carpenter, centrifuge, and a roller machine. There is one thing which I do want to set up, but I don't know how yet. This thermionic fabricator. I need it to make these electron tubes, but unfortunately when it's connected to the power system, it just pulls power, draws power the whole time. In fact, if I put it down, you can see the engine start up. So let's just put it down. So maybe I want it there. And if we go over here, you can see that these three magmatic engines are working perfectly. This one seems to get stuck sometimes. I don't know why. I just need to smack it with the wrench, but you know, it's a shame because when all four of them are going in sync, it looks really neat. So yeah, let me get a wrench. But yeah, it's going to constantly pull power, which is annoying because it's not actually doing anything. Well, I'm not doing anything. It's just pulling power constantly. There's no way to disable it with redstone or anything. So that is a real pain. I think I'm going to have give it its own engine. So there we go. Yeah, I just really like this design. It's very, very nice. And underneath it's just a simple tube with a gate in it. That's it. You just select the right thing and it works. So yeah, let's take this off before it just wastes all of my lava. Where is it? Come back. Is it in my inventory? Yeah, it's in my inventory. Right. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much all I've done so far. I mean, it's taken hours and hours. I've got the beginnings of setup for red power over here, but I haven't really got very far. And over there's just a bit of experimentation. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. As I say, when I find out the bugs with the inventory manager, I'll do another video on that. And as you can see, I've started building the ceiling or floor with my turtle. This is on top. There's going to be a big house, a big mansion house. So it's going to have a layer of stone and then a layer of this marble stuff. And over here, this, if you watch Etho's videos, may be a bit familiar. It's something my son's doing. He's doing his own bee labs in the honeycomb shape. I'm sorry the chunks aren't loading, so you can't really see. But yeah, it's just being laid out at the moment. So yeah, watch this space. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Bye.